Welcome to Sundays with Amber. I'm Amber. This is Cooper. We're always happy to have you here. For today's front body opening practice, you will need 2 blocks and a strap. Grab your 2 blocks and place them more at the back of your mat in an equal sign shape, and it could be on the lower setting, or you can pop it up to the second height. Whatever feels okay to you, whatever you feel inclined to try, and then you can always change it. You can switch, and you can always push the blocks off to the side too if it's just not working for you. Listen to that. When you come back, so you turn away from the blocks, when you lie down onto the blocks, place the first block right behind your heart, right kind of in line with your shoulder blades, and the back of your head on the second block. And there might be a little bit of an adjustment period, like wiggling around to feel that you're in the right spot. It'll be really opening for the chest. So at first that could feel uncomfortable, but if it's not pain and you can keep your hips down, your lower back isn't bothering you, wiggle around to make it as comfortable as you can, and then decide if you need to change the blocks. Okay. If your legs and your hips and your back are feeling okay, place the soles of your feet together and open your knees into butterfly shape. If that's not okay for you, walk your feet about as wide as your mat, just wide enough so that you can knock your knees together. And one leg can kind of hold and support the weight of the other leg, so you really don't have to think about your legs as much. Okay. You choose your leg position. And then just start to extend the arms down and out, palms up. And taking a few moments here to really kind of let the shape form, where the shoulders start to widen and almost soften toward the floor. And you can close your eyes, the eyes can be open. You need to bring your awareness to the point at your belly button and then the 2 points at the heads of your shoulders. And if you were to draw a line between these 3 points, it would make a triangle with the top point downward toward the belly button. And with your awareness there, on your next inhale, fill that whole shape all the way up and wide to the heads of your shoulders. And then when you exhale, start to move the breath down back to the point at the navel. You're just trying to breathe like that. Inhale, rise the breath up. Where it's filling the whole shape of that triangle to the heads of the shoulders, the collarbones. And when you exhale, all the way down to the navel. Just one more time. Inhale, rise up. Deep breaths. Exhale, float down. Oh, inhale, rise back up. Continue to breathe, but just have your awareness at the heads of the shoulders now as you breathe in and out. And bring your awareness to those 2 points, and now the point right between your eyebrows. And if you were to draw a line between those 3 points, that would make a triangle as well. And start to feel now your breath wisp across your nostrils, inhaling, rising up to that point at the third eye between the eyebrows. But as you exhale, move the breath all the way down to the heads of the shoulders. So now you're breathing in that shape. Just with your awareness, do your best. Inhale, rise up, feeling the breath wisp across the nostrils to that point between the eyebrows. And when you exhale, breathe down to the heads of the shoulders. And try to soften the shoulders. And this time, inhale, rise up to that point between the eyebrows. Right now, as you exhale, move down to the heads of the shoulders and then down even further to the point at your navel. Inhale, rise up to the heads of the shoulders and then the point between the eyebrows. And exhale, slow the breath down, heads of the shoulders and the navel. Noticing now that two shapes connected create a diamond shape. Inhale, rise up to that point between the eyebrows, and exhale down. As you breathe like this, just a few more moments, take a moment as you breathe like this to ask the question, what do you do to help you remember who you are? The activities, people you choose to be around in those moments when you need to be reminded. What do you do to help you remember who you are? One more breath. If your legs are in butterfly, plant your feet. Carefully roll off of your blocks if you're still on them. Roll off to the side. You can put your blocks to the side, have one close to you. Grab your strap and come back down onto your back with your strap. Okay, but as you come down, hug your right knee, and you can leave the strap to the side for right now as well. Hug your right knee and extend your left leg out. On your inhale, expand your belly upward, the navel upward. Exhale, switch your legs. Hug your left knee and extend your right leg out. Pausing, inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, switch your legs. Slow and controlled movements and breath. Pausing on the inhale. Exhale to switch. One more time each side. Pause on the inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale there. And as you exhale, let's switch. Great. Deep breath in. Exhale, hug both knees to your chest. Bring them in. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. Rock from side to side, massaging the muscles of your back. Then plant your feet to your mat. Without using your hands, cross your right ankle on your left thigh. Place your hands on your belly and stay there, breathing into your belly. So this is option one. Option two is to lift your legs up without using your arms to pull the leg. Continuing to breathe into the belly, whether your left foot's on the floor or you're lifting your left foot up. On the inhale, expand the belly upward. When you exhale, draw the navel in. You can do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Really nice. Plant your left foot, same leg, same foot. Sweep your right foot under your left leg. Grab the right foot with your left hand, and then move your right knee forward and down, not out to the side, forward and down to stretch the quad. Reaching your right hand overhead back behind you, and taking 2 breaths, opening that whole line from your right fingers to your right knee. Great, and let's switch sides. So right foot's down, place your hands back on your belly, cross your left ankle on top of the right thigh. Start to breathe into the belly again, so that expansion and retraction stay here, or on the side you might choose to lift your legs up. And then notice how the side feels different or similar. Becoming more of the observer through this practice, you start to observe the sensations from one side of the body compared to the other. One more breath. And then right foot down. Lift up the left foot, slip it under the right leg, grab the foot with your right hand, and then lower the left knee down. extending the left arm back behind you. So when you kind of come from that aspect, that quality of the observer, everything that you do in the practice becomes very present, like a present moment experience. But ultimately, it brings us back to remembering who we are and how we can align with that in every posture we do. Okay, release. Hug your knees to your chest one more time. Give yourself a squeeze. Grab your strap and plant your left foot down and then unravel the strap. Lasso your right foot with your strap. Reach the right foot to the sky. You can keep your left foot down or extend that one out now to the floor. Take a deep breath, put the straps in your right hand, and then plug your left shoulder and your left hip down as you open the right leg over to the side without tipping over. So you want to keep the left hip down. I like to slide my right hand down the strap and then bend my elbow and place it on a block or the floor to help with that. Keep breathing into the belly. Press your mid upper back to the floor, like the low back ribs. One more breath. Inhale, lift the leg, same leg, switch your hands, and then uncurl your right arm, open that up, plug your right shoulder blade down and move your right foot maybe about a foot to the left. Deep breath in and out. Okay, come back up, plant your left foot, unlasso your right foot, and then switch sides. So lasso your left foot, extend it up. Yeah, I kind of threw that over. Make it work so you can get the foot lassoed. If you did it on the first side, keep the right foot planted or maybe start to slide the right foot forward. You can always change, moving toward the same variation slowly so that you can kind of acknowledge what's happening as you move toward the same variation on the second side. Observing that, place your straps into your left hand, plug the right hip, the right shoulder blade down. Really engage the right leg as you open the left leg to the side without tipping over. One more breath. Slow, controlled. Lift the leg, switch your hands. Unravel the left arm out to the left and then move your left foot to the right a couple inches to a foot, maybe a foot and a half at most. Where do you feel it? Lift the leg up on the inhale. Plant your right foot, plant your left foot, put the strap to the side and grab one of your blocks. On the lower level, the first setting or the second setting, lift your hips up and then place your hips on the block, not your lower back. Plug your elbows down and puff your chest up. Then begin to slide the left foot forward. So the heel's on the floor and the toes and the knee are pointed up. And then from that point between the eyebrows, imagine you could draw a line straight down to the middle of your brain and the back of your head. Press down in the back of the head at that point, not moving your head around. Pressing the back of the head down to engage the neck and not collapse in the neck or the chest. Staying here, opening up kind of the front body and the left side. You have an option to lift the right foot with the knee bent. You can hug the knee in or extend the leg up. Okay. Breathe into your belly. Take 2 slow breaths. And then release the foot. Slide the left foot back. Let's switch sides. Right, try to keep the head centered as you slide the right foot forward. Notice. Reconnect to pressing the back of your head down. Drawing the left knee up is an option. Drawing it into your chest or extending the leg up, but not collapsing in the chest to get somewhere else in the legs. Taking care of all parts of your body. Take one more breath. Release the foot down, slide the right foot back, lift your hips up, move the block to the side, and then come all the way down onto your back. Widen, take your feet as wide as the mat with the knees bent. Place your arms in a goalpost position with the palms up and just start to windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Just going from side to side really slow. Maybe like 3-4 rounds on each side. And then come back up, bring the feet back in, grab the block and lift the block overhead and lift your feet overhead. Okay, press the block, take a breath in. When you exhale, lift your shoulder blades off your mat, which will lift the head and lift the block to the sky. Take a deep breath there. Exhale, lower down. And we'll just do that 2 more times. Pause on the inhale. Exhale, navel in, lift the shoulder blades up, lift the block straight up. Inhale there. Exhale, lower down. Last one, pause on the inhale. Exhale, lift up. Pause on the inhale. And when you exhale, lower down. Bend your knees, plant your feet, put the block to the side, and now slide your hands down by your hips with your arms straight. Puff your chest up and press that part of the head down that we've been doing. Take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. You could grab the sides of your mat and tug it forward and move the shoulders to the mat more, keeping the chest open and not collapsing. Or you can interlace your fingers, I can bend my elbows to interlace, and then press the wrists down to the mat. And as you do that, press your heels down, take a breath. Lift your heels up, take a breath. Press your heels back down, take one more breath. Release your fingers and roll all the way down to the floor. Come all the way down. And then one more time, windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Just noticing, we've been really just focusing on opening the whole front body, specifically the quads and the hips, the front of the hip and the legs. How's that feeling for you? Okay, opening the legs to butterfly. Now, if you have your 2 blocks or even pillows, you can support the legs. Here, place right hand on your lower belly with the elbow on your mat or the floor, and then left hand on your chest with that elbow on the floor. And move back to the diamond-shaped breath from the navel to the heads of the shoulders to the point, the forehead on the inhale. And when you exhale, down to the heads of the shoulders to the point of the navel as you exhale. Those 3 rounds, slowly visualizing that shape. Which I find when we have that focus, it's not only using the breath to feel it, but having a visualization helps to direct our awareness, especially when our minds are overactive. So continue to practice that for 2 more rounds. And then noticing, scanning your body, just kind of noticing sensations, how you feel. This is a poem by Mary Oliver called Do Stones Feel? Okay, do stones feel? Do they love their life? Or does their patience drown out everything else? When I walk on the beach, I gather a few white ones, dark ones, the multiple colors. Don't worry, I say, I'll bring you back. And I do. Is the tree as it rises delighted with its many branches, each one like a poem? Are the clouds glad to unburden their bundles of rain? Most of the world says no, that's not possible. I refuse to think to such a conclusion. Too terrible it would be to be wrong. We'll come back to remembering who you are when many things in the world distract us from that. Where this moment of unpeel the layers, like pull the layers back and listen to your heart. What's it telling you? It's there with you all the time. It hasn't gone away. Like a few moments there, as long as you need there. And have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. And I will see you next week on Sundays with Amber.